Good morning. We are out here freezing right after an all-night rain. We shouldn't be on the trails no matter what, but we shouldn't be on the trails through the mud puddles. We're going to try to avoid cutting through mud puddles and things. We are going from Shea and the Christmas tree, hopefully, to Dreamy Draw, and we'll take a couple of nifty little stops and chit-chats along the way. New trail built. You will love it. We're headed for Mercury Mountain. Oh, fun. Hey, we've made it from Shea. We're now on the north side of Mercury Mountain. That high point up there is the very tippy top of Mercury Mountain. Why is it Mercury Mountain? Because it's full of cinnabar, which is not a way of cussing it out. It's ore that can be processed into mercury. So if we survive this downhill portion, we'll take it to the other side. If we survive getting back up the other side, I'll show you the capped off mine entrance, and we'll talk about that once we get there. Okay, that's about it. So that you're looking at is the stream bed Jeep road that gets to the north side of Mercury Mountain, which was Trail 100 and kind of still is. And the scary ride getting out down to this point was coming down off of the saddle. But now you have an option. Ranger Chris K and I were out here looking at this terrible, unsustainable Jeep road that is a trail and trying to figure out how to fix it and make it sustainable. And 3 coyotes came off the ridge and down to here and walked halfway along this hillside. And Chris and I said, hey, they're trying to help us. That's a game trail. That's where we should put in a good sustainable trail. So that's why this single track zigs and zags and goes off that way and rejoins Trail 100 farther down. This is all sustainable, it's doable, it's easy relatively, and it's kind of fun, and that's why this is here. Now that took, same as Javelina Pass up in Apache Wash, it took months of designing and laying out and testing and bringing in bigwigs from the city and getting approval, and then 2 weeks work, 3 weeks work, and hey, it's great. Thank you again, Dueling Javelinas Park Steward Trail Crew. So there's the plug for those guys. All right, we are approaching a pretty much impossible summit for old geezers. This is the west end of Mercury Mountain. We're on Trail 100. The surface out here, the whole mountain, is what's called schist. S-C-H-I-S-T. No, I'm not cussing at Bob in German. Look at the layers and layers and layers of little rock out here. The whole mountain is this stuff. It all flakes apart and leaves little knife-edged things for you to fall on and slice yourself open and maybe give yourself a free appendectomy if you land just right. So you can see the edges of everything. It's all crumbling apart. Oh, it's a terrible surface. So don't fall down when you're out here. So we have survived that, oh my gosh, climb up the western point, and we've survived the descent down to here. And look at that funny gray slab of rock with some painted over graffiti. That is the entrance to the mercury mine, which was on Mercury Mountain, closed off in 1942. And we are opposite the 51, State Route 51 from Dreamy Draw. So, back in the day, you'd come out of the mine with your ore to process mercury, and you're kind of dreamy because it messes up your brain to be too much in contact with mercury and its ore. So, that's why Dreamy Draw is Dreamy Draw. Right there. Been capped off, been safe, sealed off for years and years and years. There's another tailed entrance on the north side that I'm not going to tell you where to find it. It's there. Don't poke around. It's Mercury. Mercury Mountain. So don't get all dreamy. Stay safe. We have made it through the oh so dark and spooky and muddy in the middle horse tunnel underneath State Route 51. We are on the edge of Dreamy Draw's parking lot and stuff, which is kind of out of sight that way. We're going to go over there and see what's new. True Trail 100 goes this direction through a horse tunnel, back up southbound under the bike path, and we got to see just what is out there, because I haven't been here since Dreamy Draw reopened. It was closed for nearly 2 years. There's a 6-foot new water pipe that runs through under the bike path and makes its way over to the Mercury Mine neighborhood area and under the 51 to supply water to the northern part of Phoenix. Lots of changes. So we'll see what's here.
So we're taking a divergence, Jim.
A divergence. Yeah,
Okay.
You could call it a divergence.
Let's do that.
Okay. Welcome to Dreamy Draw. I hardly recognize the place. Same roof on a couple of the structures, but new roofs, new picnic tables, clean barbecue grills, new saguaro installed here and there. The place looks very nice, very nice. New pavement, designated spaces everywhere through the parking lot. That parking lot was a nightmare. One time after a storm, I came up here and turned the corner to check on the facilities, and it had flooded so much the dumpster was floating like a battleship towards my truck across the parking lot. So, yeah, I don't know if they fix that or not, but very nice looking place. We need to check the bike path up here. It's supposed to be wonderful, new, and improved. The plan was to have the bike path with a hiking path beside it so you wouldn't get scared by all the too fast bicycle riders coming past you. So we'll see. We'll investigate.